One, I believe it is Spun J and Machine A. Are you there, guys?
Official pronunciation, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Machine A TV.
Give me some thoughts about this one then, guys. Come on, this is rolling back the years. What do you think, Chad?
Map number 1, I think this is a GamerLegion sitter. I think Overpass is their home territory, and I like what we saw from Imperial the other day, but I don't think they're going to be able to match what Snax and co have on offer.
All right. Well, look, have a great cast. I can hear the footsteps. The pistols began. Take it away.
Thank you very much. We are getting ourselves situated. Overpass to start, Chad, expecting this one to go the way of those that picked it. A boost for felps, the highest rated player, equipped with the best gun in the pistol. 2, pushing out. Take that short water controllers. It's a bit of a monster pop. The util sails through. The tail end of that could be plucked from the pack, and it's acoR, first man in. GamerLegion. Gotta clear this corner, and it's felps to fall. Nice work from akiOR. Everyone winning their duel, decent down, and a clean round. Nothing here for No Way.
Yeah, if akiOR wasn't able to stand and deal with the flank for at least one, they could have had some real issues, but that's not to be the case. And a simple pistol converted for GamerLegion with No Way the highest rated player for Imperial, the last man standing, but a 1v5 would be one way to kick things off. Nice crispy one onto Snax, but now his position noted. All eyes can turn towards the sandbag position.
Yeah, really simple call. Executed well. Oh, he gets 2 on the way out.
Let's go. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, that's akiOR trying to get the juices flow, and you got a big best of 3 ahead of you. The stakes could not be higher. One of these teams securing a spot, the others eliminated right at the finish line.
Yeah, the Des touched on it, but I was about to say, yeah, for GamerLegion, if you told them all they had to do was beat Imperial to be in the top 16, actually, if you told GamerLegion they were going to be at the major, they probably thought you would laugh and taking the piss out of them, really.
Yeah.
The fact they're here is a thing in itself.
I'm definitely of the opinion shared by some of the members of the desk that the path for Imperial has been much more difficult. You know, your heroic ents and even that ecstatic game, trying to claw their way back from an 11-1.5 in the third. It's an eco stack, and Henny drawing blood. They're aware of what's up, and Peking committing to the spray with the deagle. akiOR, we heard him shouting, and now doing so in the server as well. Not shying away from the engagement. He'll take that convincingly. Can be easy to get overwhelmed by those pesky USPs when they're landing the first dink or 2.
Our guns are going to come out, and when we were playing, well, we weren't casting, we weren't playing. When we were casting that Apex game the other day, felps had a bit of a barn burner over first half, didn't he?
That's
now,
right.
if he can't get going, if he can't get activated, there are other individuals that you can turn to on the Imperial side of the server. We also liked what Henny was bringing on the AWP. His second major, last was 7 years ago, and he made it all the way to the grand final with Immortals. No AWP, though, his signature weapon for the first gun round. 7
years ago. Mad. Look at this from No Way. This is a very aggressive engagement. He brings the fight to them, and the CT's holding the wall from the door. Down goes acoR. Already a real problem for GamerLegion. Up against the guns for the first time. No Way. Ooh, lucky to get away. Not for much longer. akiOR combines with Volt.
I have a lot of information. They know that there's at least 2 more players over towards A because of that combined kill. Snax up close and personal in the toilets. This divider smoke. felps currently playing behind, having a conversation about how they might want to finish this round are GamerLegion. Take stock, the inventory, smoke, a couple of flashes.
It's a lot of pressure on felps, is it not? Are they just playing retake?
Well, right now Henny's actually playing for info out towards B, so they can start rotating, sorry, Decent and Vinny back over to support, but it's all going to be on the timing, and they might be too late to this.
Oh, he knows what's up. akiOR's shadow spotted. felps can isolate this duel. akiOR is being very controlled. Oh, and now he gets the info. One will be going down, brings the fight to him. Still manages to isolate the duel, and it's Volt down 2. felps, that's impact. You asked for him to come online, and he's done so. To the first gun to convert. Really impossible for Snax here. Flash implies he might be going around the world. It is planted for him. I'm looking for kits. Not finding any. And he going for the full defuse. Oh! Covered. There it is from felps. Important. They do convert.
Well, that's No Way and Henny winning those initial exchanges, right? That really changes the tune of the round. There's 2 players dead in the dirt immediately for GamerLegion. The fact that they get the bomb down, I'll be taking that as a bit of a victory, all things considered. So, good for the Brazilians to get on the board early. But for GamerLegion, consolation prize the digits being punched and extra cash coming in.
I really was impressed by the way in which felps managed to kind of keep his cool there after he kind of squandered the first engagement, baited by the back. He didn't kind of get flustered, still just brought the fight to him, stable aim, and ended up leaving with the double kill. Volt obviously feeling pressure from multiple sides. Couldn't acknowledge felps and that call. First time out from GamerLegion early.
Yeah, and understandably so. Ash, knowing that the rounds are few and far between on the T side, and this is going to be another opportunity with guns in the hand, so let's make it count. If we can keep the CTs in the financial woes, break them here with a round, you're going to be able to start piling them up. So this is very important. I do like the timing of this call from Ash. But what will be the change? Will they opt for something similar? It was 4 players straight through the aggressive utility of Imperial in the previous. This is looking a bit more standard. It's not going to be a 3-1-1. They've actually opted for Volt just to babysit, make it look like they're doing a default over towards Party and Playground. Isaac and acoR in through Connector. Keo's already with space over towards Sewers.
Did felps just nade himself? Looked a bit suspicious there as he was maybe trying to nade off the door. And the angle from Henny has been spotted out. keoS, he had a bit of a free shot there at Henny. But through Connector, to try and test and clear out middle. It's not currently fortified whatsoever.
This is the problem with Overpass, right? That you need to make sure that you are clearing out all of the aggressive possibilities. And you can't just do it in a linear press. You need to be quite smart. And they've gone for a different version of that control. As I mentioned, the 3-1-1 is something that you traditionally see to try and get this space. But they've gone heavy through Connector to make sure there's no push. Now they've been able to spread their wings and deal with long. Bomb being highlighted here by Mr. J-Raz. We've got JQ on the 1s, 2s, and 3s. And they have been able to clear out upper bathroom, long control. Still a lot to worry about. Continuing to apply pressure towards A. 40 seconds remain on the clock and rotations back and forth from Imperial. When they played against Apex, oh, another missed nade there. You see that?
Yes. Pressure of the situation already visible. Snax has avoided those spams through the smoke. He's actually walking on through this.
I don't think he clears this.
Yeah, it should be a dead Snax. Back exposed to the angle of no way. Goes wide. That's a mistake. He's been punished. There is a lot more on the defense from Henny. A dink into keoS, puts him low. Decent double, maybe even the triple. Isaac does find one.
Time.
No time. 8 seconds. Can he get the bomb down? He has got just enough time in the 1v1. Vinny full HP. 1 bullet will do it. Straight up brings the fight. That's that Brazilian flair we continue to expect in the server. Vinny will close. But yeah, I mean, the rotations, that's the reason they leave with the round.
They just had so many bodies there to deal with that, right? The long smoke comes through, the lurk from Snax. Des discussed Maniac, I think, labeling him as a playmaker. Well, he couldn't get away with the move just there, could he, the in-game leader? But still another close round, and maybe another round where a buy is justified. No way. Spots him coming out of the grey screen. No dramas. The double from Decent. The 2 young guns with impact. And Henny getting fired up because they get to hold on for another rifle round.
Yeah, you'll be happy with the plan. I mean, it does facilitate this. But yeah, in the 1v1, you feel like you could have perhaps had a chance. Vinny not allowing him to slow that one down.
An AWP for Henny has been made possible still with only 1 player staying alive. So you felt like the buy was going to be a little bit more touch and go. They've been able to get out something very decent, and the same to be said for GamerLegion with 2 lost consecutive rounds. Now, acoR's actually the lowest rated player for GamerLegion so far in the major campaign. And we've covered off quite a few matches, quite a few matches where AWPers have had a lot of impact. Like Henny, when we were covering him earlier in the tournament, was doing well. I know Woxic has had some hit and miss games, but he had some where he was looking like vintage Woxic.
9-10 just recently in that last affair.
So it would be great to see acoR show up. One of the Danes present here in Copenhagen.
Just start with 4 towards B.
And you can understand acoR's still in spawn. We might be having a technical. He's swiping his mouse around. That's usually
not a good sign.
No, quite telling that something's a little bit.
The damage has been done. What happened to Henny? Did he get knifed by a teammate? Does that count? No, that would be interesting. Get your GitHub or whatever it was back up. If it's team damage that has been done.
I really like to stay away from anything to do with the rule book, Alex.
Well, apart from telling us all the URL.
Well, yes. Let's say in-game ramifications. This one might sizzle out quite weirdly.
Yeah, Vinny's having a conversation now. Okay, this is interesting.
And the thing is as well, it's GamerLegion who are the ones who I'm assuming are calling for the technical, so they have no idea. They haven't even leave spawn. How could we have done any damage? We didn't leave spawn.
Yeah, and Henny's going, look at my HP, man. Yeah, no, I've got that. Oh, no.
Yeah, he probably dropped from heaven and lost it himself. Yeah, that's actually the conversation they're having right now. I don't read lips, but
this is unique. I've never been here before.
Well, but then if the T's don't do anything, and then
Vinny's like smoked monster. He's like holding the angle.
I think they might have to. All right, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, okay. Admins are gonna have. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's let them do it. We're getting back into the game.
Casters to product. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
I was getting a bit nervy there. That could have been a problem. That could have been a problem.
Yes, because you can understand with what you just mentioned about the damage being done, right? They were going, oh, wait, but we can't, but it was self-inflicted. Here it is. Oh, he blocked him.
He blocked him on the jump out, and then you see Henny's there going down to 70.
Okay. Look at that. We've got the sleuths.
Yo,
Good job,
replay.
Ops team. Round of applause.
At least 10 points.
Round of applause.
Very nice. Oh, woof, that was stressful. Yeah, the little smirk. Come on, lad.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's early days in this one, and it is do or die. If you just joined us, you're right on time. You missed a couple of rounds, that's about it. But we are ready to get a spawn started again rather shortly. It looks like we are live. GamerLegion coming into this one as a last-minute replacement. They were, sipping their bubble tea in Dubai.
Literally.
When they got the call up.
That's such a funny little
I love
headline of the article from Kios.
Yeah.
Well, match to be paused again, so likely still dealing with some of these woes. It was acoR we thought had problems.
Okay, so it was previously a GamerLegion technical, now it's an Imperial technical.
Okay.
There's a little difference. But this gives us a moment, Chad, for me to hear your thoughts on this, because I watched an interview with Snax. He gave one with, I believe it was Dust2 SE.
There's too many of them.
Swedish one.
There? There's too many of them.
But he was giving an interview just talking about how he's happy to be here, obviously, but it's also kind of a bit of sadness, like maybe a melancholy in terms of you're here, but you didn't qualify. He made it very clear he'd rather be here through the qualification.
Sure.
Losing that final game against Nine Pandas not being unable to field their full roster here in Copenhagen. And so this last minute addition. So it is this kind of like conflicted space they find themselves in, and the desk implies, or at least suggests, that they think Imperial maybe are fighting for it a bit more.
Oh, okay.
They've got a bit more hunger in their belly, given that GamerLegion are in this conflicted state. It's not like they're not going to try their hardest, absolutely not, but
well, I think with the Nine Pandas versus GamerLegion discussion, regardless of how that match went head-to-head, I think GamerLegion play a better overall game of Counter-Strike. So just from a viewer and commentary perspective, I'll tell you which one I'd probably prefer to watch.
Oh, this is a quick one. This is a quick one. They just jump-spotted. I think he may have caught a whiff because the smoke has been deployed. They are testing them. Look at Volt. Look at Volt go. He hasn't even cleared his corners, expecting a trade. Kios provides it. Now it's up to No Way. Nice work from Snax on the Tech 9. Ooh, and Kios. He's found the important frag because Decent not going to clear this. And with that said, the bomb can go down. The round is won.
Yeah, Henny going to have to try and hold on to this AWP. Took it over towards B to start the rounds, and now left in this 1-on-3. There's absolutely no way back in. He is searching towards connector. Finances are going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Other than that lost bonus back towards its min. So only 1,400 available. The AWP worth its weight in gold. And just pressure from GamerLegion throughout. In all three of these consecutive rounds that, well, two of them went in favor of Imperial, GamerLegion have had real chances on the buys. They do eventually break through. And Kios has been a name that there's been a lot of discussion around, especially from the community, about him maybe not pulling his weight, not performing. I don't think anybody should be looking at this GamerLegion team and going, wow, there's some certified stars. It's a bunch of players who play a good brand of Counter-Strike under Ash's tutelage. Right? They have Snax, who's been brought in to take over the mantle of the in-game leader. And I think that's what they do. They have a good understanding of how they need to approach the game. You know, the fundamentals, making sure they're trading well, good ideas. That's the basis for this team. Isaac being the highest rated, and back when Emma and Shui were on the team, he was a bit more of a supportive element. And he still plays some of those supportive positions, just with a pack and a bit more punch.
Does he have more of a star output from support roles? I mean, there's a very short list of players that do that.
He did a lot to facilitate Emma in the past.
Yeah, we've seen the same kind of thing maybe from a JKS. Flash is going to dissuade Henny from an early look. And he's on a timer. Playground obviously would have been a problem
he needs to make moves within this round, right? Because it's the saved AWP, it's the biggest weapon they have to boast. Just showing his hand, right, he can scare them and help corral GamerLegion maybe into a stack with some of these upgrades. So Henny, you'd want to stay active with the AWP. Obviously, you can't just keep running around and hoping. Eventually, you'll run into your demise. Using the AWP in one of its strongest positions over towards long for now.
It does.
They're searching long, Alex.
Go long, yeah. You're going long into an AWP. I understand they were trying to find it. They've done so, but it has cost them Vault.
Well, this is the thing. They might not have even known that the AWP was in play. They didn't see Henny in the previous round because they went straight in towards A. They might not have thought that it was possible. So now the pennies drop. Snax is aware. 55 seconds, a man down.
I like this awareness from Snax, knowing that the AWP showing himself on long, it indicates and implies he's probably going to rotate around. So Snax will continue to apply that pressure, keeps boots planted towards the A side.
Decent just jumped. I'm not sure if he saw anything, but they definitely heard him.
What is that proactive swing from Vinny?
That's going to be the round.
He's just won it with a double
Save.
79 headshot. Goes wide just as they're starting to maneuver forwards. Really good awareness from Vinny.
GamerLegion have to save.
acoR and Snax backing away safely. Snax hiding in plain sight. He's going to be cleared here. I think Snax might be dead here. There's no way. He's not going. Oh! He just waits. He's going for the spray. That's ballsy. Maybe
Time.
he's lost it all with $400 in his bank account. If he'd have maybe just left it, not pulled the trigger whatsoever, he might have gone uncleared.
I think he was actually trying to help out acoR in that moment as well, because if they'd all started hunting in acoR's direction, I guess he could have continued to hightail it. And as you're saying, Snax could have just stayed alive in that position. Regardless, one's going to sting, and that's a bad round for things to fall apart. I just think the fact that they didn't identify that Henny had the AWP in the previous round really came back to bite them.
It was
going long
pistol
dry. Yeah, they waltzed out. Henny got the opener, then the round stalled.
Oops.
These mistakes will cost you. It's a B-rush.
Yeah, they're just charging up the monster pipe. Ready. Only the one. Isaac in. Lots of utility. They know one towards graffiti. Decent in a prime position, playing around this smoke. It gives him options. With no way catching acoR. Again, this pace change from GamerLegion, it's landed a bit of a dud. Oh, Jesus. felps onto Snax as well. This one closed quickly with only the one casualty.
Using the smoke as a wall right there with Snax. Nade clears it, and so does he. Great work from Imperial. And there was a real opportunity for GamerLegion to get in control completely of the finances and have 4, potentially 5 rounds on the board. Now they're going to have to concede exactly that. A full eco, 5-3. I want to say a guarantee for Imperial. We do say never go the Jason Moses O'Toole 100%. I will.
Oh, that looks a little bit late. Still does some minor damage to Vault.
Follow the leader, scampering up long with pace. Volt's already up and over, but they should just get mowed down. Look at all the bodies for Imperial to deal with this. felps flash, step out, sees an awful lot. Even decent. I have a field day. Everybody hitting the deck. Just one more to find. And there you have it. All 5 staying alive. And a residual buy is going to be available now for the Brazilians. This is a fantastic turnaround within this half. In the early stages, could have really gone wrong. And GamerLegion to call their second tactical timeout.
Wow. Yeah, 8 rounds in. Calling your second of 3.
Yeah, and they're going to need to win 2 consecutive if they want to try and break Imperial. If I'm Ash, you know, burning 2, maybe even all 3 within the first half, if you're looking likely to break through and get a decent bag of rounds, you know that the boys can get it on the CT side. You don't need to hold their hands as much, but potentially assisting as far as these T rounds are concerned. Oh, and now it's a technical that's being called. So a few little woes that need to get ironed out of the system. A very important series in case you're just joining us. Elimination on the line. Progression available for the winner. And then we'll join. We've almost got all the names, don't we?
Yeah.
14 out of the 16 already waiting in that elimination stage. Seeing the teams around the hotel today. The Complexity lads. FaZe.
Saw G2 in the hotel.
I got stuck in a lift with Eddie. My card wouldn't work. Me and Boomich No, it wasn't. Boom just on the way down. It was me and someone else. Our room, we couldn't go. Eddie's went all the way to the top floor. Then I had to go all the way to the ground floor and get a different lift.
Yeah, no, that one lift just doesn't like us.
Nah.
No, I have the same issue. But yeah, that list of teams, obviously Heroic Cloud9 in the 3-0, ecstatic. They were ecstatic. I saw them today. Big smiles on their faces after qualification yesterday. Eternal Fire, Pain, Mongols just now. And then, of course, we are waiting to lock in those final few seats at the table.
Big U bloody Zero.
Yeah, he just had enough, hadn't he?
Monstro.
Let's see what round 9 has in store for us. This time a 3-2 division of Labour, sending Henny with a partner in crime to start an early aggressive CT maneuvers towards the A side. Actually playing double con, which is where Snax and Volt find themselves as well. So after this molly, things could get interesting. Smoke around. Felps unable to provide as much support as they might have liked. Here comes the fight, big from Volt. Trade, spray, not quite. Volt jumping, panicking. Henny's nailed one onto Snax, but still Volt the one. Very low HP. Kios in this chaos has started to walk through. Anti-Flash has vision. No one swinging off the back of that, and he starts to progress.
And he's rotating. There's a massive gap available.
It's an opportunity here, and it's on these short players. Oh my God, Kios 4x3. Didn't see a second as well.
Hold up,
goes
Isaac.
down. Yeah, no, not aware at all.
But he should have been because Phelps got the kill.
Put 2 and 2 together instead, 2v3. It does really hinge on acoR, and he's had a very quiet start. This would be his second frag, and it would be a perfect time for him to arrive. Don't forget his teammate Volt is operating under just 14 points of health. A single bullet could do it. That smoke limits acoR's possibilities. They now know where Felps is hiding out. They'll isolate him perfectly.
acoR has a smoke of his own, and this is actually just going to evaporate. So using that against them, full rotation on. Henny might get caught in transition. You can see him starting to pivot. Leering down connector with the AWP. Scope may have been heard.
Good awareness there, Henny. Just into Volt. Takes that to the face. Wide swing. Henny tested, baits the shot, misses his chance. acoR trying to find Henny tooth and nail. Henny not feeling the pressure. Stays stable. A triple kill with the AWP to put 6th on the board. Now you said it already. T-side overpass, probably one of the reasons we're seeing so many GamerLegion timeouts, right? In pursuit of just finding maybe that elusive 4th.
4 or 5 would be brilliant. Three's already very workable.
Yeah.
This is what confused me. It felt like Isaac just tuned out to the possibility of another player short, even though they must have known it was Felps. So the information not flowing freely at the moment for GamerLegion.
And I said 4x3 because I'm pretty sure you could see them on the corner of Kios' POV.
Maybe just laser focused.
Yeah, that too.
My concern right now is, will we even see an acoR AWP on the T side of Overpass? Right, he hasn't been able to bring one out just yet, and he hasn't been having a great tournament. So you'd love to be able to get the Dane his weapon of choice.
This is a good time for this. Perfect weapon for the job. You can hold this angle confidently.
Well, the flash is on Snax. He could actually deliver one in front of Monster. The nades won't do anything. There's the flash.
Yeah, he's off the line. Oh, dink from the Tech 9. They can't finish their meal. Isaac will. And now that all comes through, sweeps the rest under the rug. No issues here. Snax down as well to Decent. And look at how happy he is. He is making a lot of noise. If only we could hear it.
Yeah, it's true Brazilian style though, isn't it? They love getting loud. You know, some people it can definitely work against. You go to the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. But right now, working wonders for Imperial. And that has to come down to the bailout flash of Felps. One over the top from Snax. It was great. We saw it hit the target, but Felps just came through and bowed them out. So let's go. GamerLegion. They have been able to bring out the acoR AWP. Aggressive through the smoke. Flashed off again. These white screens, very pesky for GamerLegion thus far.
Takes the AUG for the long fire. That's inspired. Ooh, acoR's looking like he spotted him on that cross. So you're kind of trapped now.
At least you were.
You were, yeah. acoR thinks twice. Maybe he's just going to try and take
wider angle.
Does mean Felps might have an opportunity, but no way to dead man. Or not. Tagged up. Volt, the one to zip up the body bag, and Volt is not expecting this angle. Oh, and no one's expecting this angle. Felps with some aggression rewarded. It's a combination of aggression and patience. He actually leaves with the double, so 3-on-3. GamerLegion
not looking extremely polished in their awareness in a few of these outcomes. And he should be set for at least one if it's dry.
Would you really expect No Way to go for something like that alone?
On his own, right? You just have to watch the game the other day against Apex to see when they do go for these aggressive aim maneuvers, it's definitely not individual.
This is such a powerful angle. Yeah, that shadow bait, nice from Snax. Good awareness of the possibility. Bomb's on its way here.
One good flash and this falls apart.
Shadow. Distance with his angles. So well controlled, this crossfire. The sweaty face it Stacks need to take notes of that one. That is perfect. Puts Volt into an uncomfortable. Not impossible. 10 seconds though. He knows Decent's around here. The rotation's coming through. Is he really going to fake it out? Decent needs to check it. Ooh, Volt. Could have had something there, but Decent doesn't seem to think so. 12 frags already, looking very good. A promising talent. And 8 in the bank. If they can keep it clean, if they can continue this consecutive run of rounds, it's going to spiral a little far out of control. You said 3's workable, I agree. But 7 consecutive CTs. We know where the momentum's going to lie coming into the second half.
I think the gas is starting to get emptied out of the tanky GamerLegion because they've had their opportunities. They were in multiple positions. That's another round where they found the opening pick and then were still unable to convert. And in the last spree, in the last streak of 6, the bomb hasn't gone down at all. So there are huge issues for GamerLegion who early on in the piece had chances.
They've got so many options, Chad. It's like they've just got a full strat book. Just every round they throw a different move into the mix. And they think twice, actually, of sticking around. You kind of showed your hand. You know it's going to be costly for GamerLegion to re-clear that. Tough one for GamerLegion.
Might be a triple boost here at short. Yeah, it will be.
Mm-hmm.
You've already got Henny quite aggressive in towards the backyard, so...
This is so dynamic. I'm very impressed, too. They got all the info they need. If he sticks around, down goes Isaac.
Might as well stay here.
Why not? You've got Henny holding him pipe. Stax is going to jump straight into their jaws, and that is an unbelievably convincing round.
Henny's grabbed another. This one's over.
I am in... Oh, Imperial. They are looking motivated. They are looking refined. They are looking beautiful. Counter-Strike in the server tonight. 9 in the bank on CT.
And those celebrations have an even bigger smile on the face of Vinny, even having a chuckle looking back at the coach, Zach.
Dude, every round is something new. I'd be so annoyed trying to play against this.
I just want to return to the earlier point because GamerLegion did have a chance to get a bag of rounds in the first stretch. They kept pressure on within the first 5 rounds. Right? They won the first, they followed up with the second. The next 2, the bombs were going down. They were keeping back and forth with the trades. It was a one-on-one. Remember, Vinny had to clutch that one out on the A site on the 4th round. And then they even broke them in the 5th. Henny saves an AWP, unknown. It's a couple of 5.7s, a couple of MP9s, and Henny's AWP. And since then, nothing.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I suppose that's also, this is where MR12 gets all the more punishing. One round like that, and everything else just falls beautifully into place for Imperial. So extreme.
acoR has to wake up on the CT side. He has a hugely important task of being the AWPer. You need to find impact and influence. Henny managed 11 kills in his first half. acoR starting the second with 2. We can forget about that. We can just start him at 0, but we'll have to contribute. Rotations back and forth as the CT setup rejigged, but it will be an A play.
acoR, he's missing his shots. He's had a couple of opportunities now. Bolt will find No Way. Nice one back from Decent. That's what the P250 does best. Long-range Glock, Snax over the top. Good shot. Henny removes acoR, empty-handed again. Round 13.
Everyone's here.
Oh, he's done it again around the smoke. Snax up and over double. They have the advantage. Henny has the bomb, though. They can reset. You can see it's starting to fall away. Vinny hanging around on headshot. With the hopes that he goes overlooked, and Snax really got a 3rd in him. Peek on Dice. Isaac gooshed. This is a threatening round still. One more peek from Isaac.
Keels.
Yeah, careful indeed. They're pushing in. They could all go down. They're so low. Henny could have a clutch here. 1 versus 3. Now he has the bomb and he has 30 seconds. How do GamerLegion approach this? You can see
they're rotating already.
Yeah, they're all going to kind of play at least with a position to trade. Door open, audible. Isaac drops in. Don't know if Henny's going to be anticipating this so quick of a rotation. Yeah, Isaac, this is perfect. Well played by him. Look at the pre-fight just as he pulled out the bomb. Somebody put him down. There's no time. There is absolutely no time. And just like that, the clock, his greatest adversary, he'll take the frags, but they will not leave with the round.
Okay, well, it's a little bit frustrating for Henny because staying alive right there, sure, gets all the kills, 4 to his name. Only has 1350 to splash in this next round of play, so actually has the least amount of money on his team.
Yeah, it softens the blow with the 3 kills, but still not as promising as going down or winning the round.
Yeah, the plant would have been
That's true too, yeah.
amazing, but just no chance. It was wild from Isaac with that pre-fight. You see the traces, felt like they were going to the moon.
Yeah, I mean, he knew what his mission was. Don't let him plant.
Be disruptive as all hell. The campaign begins for GamerLegion. Definitely don't want to walk away from this map getting both pistols and still losing. It's your map choice. You do have Mirage up next and Nuke as the third in deciding if we need to get there. And later today, we have one more best of 3, Saw taking on Furia for the final spot from the opening to the elimination stage.
Furia starting this tournament so poorly, losing to Legacy and Lin Vision. Have since gone on quite the run. They've won 4 maps consecutively. And now just Saw standing in their way.
I think that should be a pretty nice match.
I'm intrigued. I am very interested to see what form we get out of Saw.
All 5 staying alive, couldn't go any better. Plant denied. And now it is just a 4-round gap to head into the first gun round. And Imperial will be calling their first tactical timeout. So you can see most of these being expended by both teams on the T side. Where the bigger conversations need to be had. And you do have a bit of a relationship, obviously, with Zach, Henny. The fact that this team, well, has remnants of once upon a time the Immortals. PGL Krakow, 2017, grand final. Didn't go too well after the major for them, but it was a good major.
Yeah.
Then we all remember what became of them quickly after that.
But this is your pick. Sure, T-side didn't go swimmingly. We've already discussed at length the reasons for that. Not only was it Imperial with an inspired variation to their defensive setups, but it was also that fumble against a saved AWP.
This is aggressive. Too aggro long.
Hyper aggressive. Let's see how this one goes out for them. No Way was ready. Vault good, an important trade, but there's Henny right back. So CT's empty-handed. This is where Snax, though, does some of his best work.
This
You're
cheeky.
not ready for that. Look at this, back behind. And he turns around for a second. He thought it was a bit too quiet.
Snax was half the health.
Yeah, Vinny. Oh, he could be his next victim.
5 bullets.
Go on, Snax, 5 bullets is all he needs. He only needs to put 2 to the body. Good catch, acoR. Catch is decent, aggressing. Now Snax brings the fight as well, confirms the presence of 2. He knows where they both are. I can't believe he's still going. He's behind enemy lines.
His teammates are so far away.
It's a one-man mission. If he gets away, no, he's surely dead.
He is. He's going to make it.
Felps? Oh, no. Snax, the secret agent, disappears.
That is wild. Vinny took half of his health in that exchange. Where they're quickly going to fill that void. Felps and Vinny in combination. Up through Fountain, slinking towards this A site. acoR's aggressed out towards Sewer. He's got their rotation covered off. If they do try and head back towards Monster, and if they come down connector out the door. Snax now up long, and if Isaac just jump spots from sight, he'll have that information. So this setup can work nicely for GamerLegion.
There's no way Snax gets another in this angle. He does do damage. Confirms it, gets the information. Good at util to delay them. To walk through this off a flash. Isaac. Holding the edge of the smoke to perfection. Gets the double kill. Upgrades his FAMAS and a round converted for GamerLegion. It looked like it was going either way at the start with No Way. And I believe Henny finding that aggressive defense.
But that's a bit of a bonus regardless for GamerLegion, right? You saw how many FAMASes they brought into this round.
I want to know why Henny turned around.
Well, you could tell he was aware of the Snax push because he's underarmed the flash over the wall. So they're aware of the type of maneuver that they're seeing, but you're not expecting someone to be literally T-stairs. So Snax's maneuver and Isaac's as well. Really have to give credit to Isaac using his brain in that scenario to make sure he opens up the angle, forcing the T's to head out wide before they can spot him. Here's the acoR. Still would love to see more impact from him as, say, Hero Galil, not a Hero AK in the hands of felps. Some other upgrades. Henny just with the Glock and some util wanting to get his AWP out into the next.
Yeah, but these are the landmine rounds. You just can't step on them. You've got to play this safely. They've already fumbled one. GamerLegion cannot afford to fumble another.
And they've already started the round in somewhat of an anti-eco setup. You want to make sure that you leer forward within the early stages to probe, but you don't want to stay forward. You don't want to stay overextended. Show your hand, force the Ts to be a little bit more diligent in how they go for the map control, but then create this nucleus, right? This little group play, this group think, and they have 3 players currently dotted atop of the A site to deal with this. Will be an A exec.
He's got a nade for the lineup. Bang, straight on Henny. That sends the message that I know what's coming. acoR onto No Way. Good to see his AWP fill the feed, albeit just for his 5th. Spray, comfortable for Volt. There's the Galil. Found another.
Good damage from felps.
He's done a lot there. I mean, a plant does seem out of the realms of possibility. He's still concerned about truck, but they are lining up util to stop and disrupt. Oh, information. felps, he's so aware. Now that smoke. Where's the bomb?
Trying to get his hands on it.
Running light on time here. 10 seconds. You've got to get a move on now. Picks up the bomb.
They're just running down
They're going to
now.
run at him. He's just going to try and get some more damage. Damage done. No time for this. One more kill will do it. Oh, not far off, but still 3 kills from felps. Nearly a 4th. It's admirable work.
Yeah, good damage. If they really wanted to punish him there, let time subside and kill him after and make sure he gets no loss bonus. But great output from felps considering the type of purchase. Started very well for GamerLegion, liked the setup. Didn't end in the way they would have hoped. One man and a Galil keeps their finances somewhat limited going forward. So very good work from the Brazilians. Keeping the international squad right where they want them. AWP starting B. acoR not going to have too many opportunities to find a pick. It is just decent. Let's see, surges towards connector where Vinny and Henny reside. felps is already forward at Fountain. No, wait, the second part of this. And the boost from Snax. Going to play around these smokes. Does he get a chance? Pulls out the nades at the worst possible time.
Nice find. That's a huge contribution from Decent, who's having one hell of a game. He joins Henny and felps at 16 frags each.
Almost feels like acoR has to continue the search now. They need to draw something back level. A minute 20 still remains on the clock. Oh, this setup. GamerLegion, if you stay now, you're in trouble.
Burning! Wow, Vinny had no way out there.
Oh, just around the corner from the AWP. Volt will be screaming that this is possible. They could slink through the the lower bathrooms in towards the site.
Surely that's hell. You can see Kioz is going to be tending to that. Investigating is decent. Good awareness from Isaac. Takes his head off.
felps can still change the round. Hearing the jump spot. So that information to Henny. If Henny can make his way out, take a pick from Divider and Kioz gets too much hang time, it's over. Oh, Volt on the flank.
Yeah, he seems to have caught pretty good timing here. Kioz draws their attention with the util. Keeps them slowed. Looking for it though. No way. Good work. And we combined with felps, they might have the site here. It's up to acoR. Can he make a difference? Good util usage. Can't really go through that smoke. It would be a death sentence. felps, aware of the potential. Acknowledges bank the most likely outcome here.
Isaac has a flash.
Imperial, they have an AWP. No way picks it up with the low HP. felps playing for the round. No way, the contingency. Oh, how is he only been brought lower? He only had a low HP. Now acoR in the clutch. He's running light on time. Tickles the bomb. No way, just calling the bluff.
Calling the bluff.
Calling the bluff. That's so cheeky. He knows he's won the round now. acoR, what can you do? Run away and save. No way comes up clutch.
Oh, I think Ash's reaction there, he just saw Hand on the head. Should have been their round. I love the way that keORs and Volt played that in combination. keORs was just delaying front sight, making sure they couldn't get towards the default box, puffing up his chest, looking big, looking like the only threat. Volt comes in and gets one behind, but one is not enough. And then the round falls apart. Imperial breakthrough. And this is how it started. Decent, just catching Snax off guard. No way as well. These two younger names. It's great showing. Look, not a huge amount of impact for No Way. Sorry, a huge amount of kills, but impact. He has 7 frags so far, but that round means an awful lot. You consider the damage that was just done in the previous by felps' Galil. That compounds. That's some big issues for GamerLegion, who are taking their 3rd tactical timeout, trying to make this buy work. It's going to be very light on in the util department because they are opting for primarily rifles. There will just be one incendiary. Everybody with a smoke, 1 HE and a handful of flashes. So they don't have a lot of util to be able to slow and stall out Imperial. This time acoR's AWP starting over towards A. Bit more of a standard hold. Bolt and acoR in combination. 3 over towards the B side of the map for the CTs. And flash hits its mark. acoR takes his shot. Dips back immediately towards the site to rejig the setup. acoR's over towards B quite quickly.
Decent, just goes on a bit of a one-man mission there, and it's going to force out some additional util. Those smokes, few and far between now. I see 3 left for the CTs with full 70-second round ahead of us.
Something that we noted the other day when Imperial played Apex was Imperial had no issues playing very, very late executes. Last 15 or so seconds, keeping their cool, staying calm. It looks like we might be on track for a round like that. Three players towards A for GamerLegion. They've stacked the wrong side.
Just banking on their additional smokes.
There's no real info available. They need to either push or rotate.
Heaven smoke lands. Molly barrels. keORs readies himself for the potential push. But Decent's having none of it. They start short. He flashes for himself. Nice work from Decent. He ran past keORs though. And with acoR's help, if he could just get another, Henny will catch him. Awkward now. 3-on-3 and they're heading into the site. What a shot. acoR picks one hell of a time to find his form. In the nick of time, bomb goes down. Power position in the post plant here. Advantage nonetheless, not anymore. The AWP on Henny. He has got 3. It could very well be 4. acoR on his AWP. Can he come up clutch? There's time. They're not going to give him anything. Just crouching, looking to catch the opportunity. No way to be cleared out. And yeah, acoR backs away. Second time we've seen acoR in a clutch. And hasn't been able to have a single speck of impact.
Yeah, so worried about getting hunted down now as well. When that hunt is coming, needs to hold on to this. Committed to the save and will be afforded that opportunity by the kill. But Henny, what a half for him so far. 19 kills in total. felps just behind on 18, and then Decent with 17. Those 3 with massive output put the Brazilians up to 11 rounds, just 2 more away from picking up map number 1, GamerLegion's choice. And then we head over to Mirage. And this is it. Henny, the late piece with the bomb. keORs tries to get tricky with it. He's able to pick up one shot, but then the monster smoke clears. Henny's got the easiest kill of his life and then just pipes in towards the site. Snax stepping out when his teammates couldn't contribute. Snax really needed to be waiting for the smoke to fade. He played way too quick into that round and gave away the number advantage.
Outlook bleak for GamerLegion on their pick.
And they're going all in as well. You can see the force buy. Next round's only 2,400 loss bonus, so their options are so limited. And the thing is, if you don't force buy behind the AWP, then acoR's not going to have one in future rounds, right? The half will probably be over. So it looks like they're just going to shove right now. MP9s, FAMAS, 5-7, light smattering of util again. But they need to hope that they can find themselves in an exchange early to try and win the rounds in some chaos. Because if it just peters out and then becomes one of these scenarios where the map control is taken for Imperial, they should be able to close with the util and superior weapons. different. Standard start.
Oh, that's a shot. That's Henny gone. acoR. Got flashed off of the line, but still nails it. Good awareness of the flight path Henny would be taking. Staying dynamic, immediately posts up long.
Some of the best shots we've seen acoR hit this tournament, Alex, as well as been blind.
That's
Remember
true.
that one on Vertigo?
Yeah. Just turn his monitor off, he'd be fragging up a storm.
Well, this is one way to get them back into it, but if you're GamerLegion, a round win, sure, it's compulsory, but it's the way that you do it. How many players can you keep alive? What type of weapons can you scavenge? I might be getting ahead of myself because still 4 players survive. 2 of them heavy hitters, felps and decent.
Look at the buy. This saved AWP is really what it hinges on. Victory contingent on acoR and that AWP. Smoke long, felps sticking around. Maybe gonna start showing a lot of his presence there, puffing up his chest as they maneuver towards this less guarded site.
Well timed on the smoke there from Kios, so Monster closed for business for the next 20 seconds. It's free of the rotation again. Snax is cheated over. Looks like acoR and Volt are also getting the message, and you have to gamble, don't you? Felps to be late down connector. 3 players through Monster as another smoke hits the deck. Real problems.
They have to go. A flash, a nade on the smoke. Good counter flash, a good spray as well from the MP9 combined with Isaac. It's only felps that gives them something to celebrate, but he just wants to get out of there. He's got $2,000 in his bank account as well. Not so fortunate is Vinny. $50 is all he'll bring into the next.
Need to try and pick up these guns in Monster for sure. Get your hands on some upgrades, lads, as they'll be able to get a Galil and an AK for their trouble. Snax, unfortunately, just going to carry through with the 5-7, but they do get the round, and that comes through an acoR opening. GamerLegion are going to need plenty more of that.
Deixa eu... Mano, vamos fazer o 5 aqui. Compra sua bomba quem puder comprar.
Something about taking short. All right, well, let's see what the CT defense shapes up to be. An AK, an AWP. Some pistols brought into the mix. This should be a ninth.
acoR could be in trouble. He could get caught off here yet. They're actually jumping up. Okay, acoR knocks felps for 6. A huge opening.
Well, 2 rounds in a row, the AWP has opened up the account for GamerLegion. That's what you need. Good info play. Kio's calling it clear because he doesn't know exactly what lies, but didn't see anything on the spot. Still have this Henny AWP, so it can get dangerous. The AK picked up from felps, now in the hands of No Way.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they re-aggress here. The comms are is B's quiet. You can see that Volt's reaction is a divider, smoke, and a walk. He'll set himself up with Snax. Kios to cover the long gap.
This is perfect because the AWP's now on B, so it's not like a missed shot and then the site gets overrun. 3 rifles available.
Yeah, that's an idea. It's on a timer. And he's going to have to be silent on the dismount. Patience. Name of the game, he's double scoped. Volt would have a sitting duck here. Vinny peeking around the smoke. This could be awkward. Volt swivels around. He's got to stay aware. He's now perfectly poised to collect onto Vinny. Volt will double up, and GamerLegion are making this a game after all.
They saved, right? They had only the guns. They saved all.
There you go, nice little look into how those rounds end and just discussing the type of purchases. What players did you kill? Did they have head armor? So always good to remind everybody. Now you know you are likely to go up against a purchase, but no Henny AWP available. AKs to be brought out.
acoR's arrived just in time, hasn't he, Chad?
Yeah, well, it was only 2 kills in the first half. So he's had 9 so far in the second. And if he can find another AWP opener, that'll be 3 from 3 in consecutive fashion.
Interesting call from Vinny. Almost a bit of an all-in towards the fountain position. No one really safeguarding any of those pushes for Info B. Con to be investigated as well, or I say investigated, maybe just one.
Now, even if they don't win this round, Alex, I think one of the keys for Imperial is to get the bomb down. Something they haven't been able to do in the last couple. Always difficult to do on a map like Overpass, but with the loss bonus maxed out, 3,400 going into the next, if the bomb goes down, they can stay threatening with buys. So it can be a waypoint. It doesn't necessarily have to be the round conversion, but it keeps them threatening. Get a couple of kills, get the bomb down, continue to keep GamerLegion well under pressure.
Well, they've gone through the procedures. They've gotten long.
Looks like they're going to heavily execute through long, doesn't it?
Didn't work out for them last time. Spider smoke lands at 40 seconds. acoR holding this gap. This is a strong setup with Snax housekeeping long. 28. 3 here to defend. GamerLegion to put themselves within 1 round. Their adversary here comes no way. A nice impactful frag, an important trade. acoR left empty-handed after the 1, and now down goes Snax. Vinny's dig, good for it. Finds the upgrade, finds the plant.
This should be 12.
It should be. Kios and Isaac in a unenviable position here, and Isaac, this is a hard clear. felps should have it every single day of the week. Kios, dead man, decent, secures it. And now Imperial can taste it. They can feel it to take your opponent's pick in a do-or-die matchup at the major.
Yeah, you could see the way that execute just made GamerLegion think it was going to be so many more bodies through long. They all turned their attention to the long leak, and you can see how they've been able to segregate the site. Smokes front of dice, and then they're taking the fight front bathroom. So even if you wanted to play a forward setup, you now are in 180 degrees worth of duels. Nice little call to pull out from Vinny and the boys, as they have put GamerLegion in the worst of positions. They bought back in with what they can afford. 1 kit, AWP out again, MP9 for Isaac. Just 1 more round for Imperial to take the map choice of GamerLegion.
Yeah, Vinny's throwing a spawn con smoke to stop that investigation. It facilitates 3 of them leaning towards Monster early, and it's no way. Vault goes looking for answers. All it gets is an AK bullet between the eyes. Extra pressure on acoR, and that was a lot of info from Kios. Spotted 2 boots.
Took a lot of damage for the trouble though, didn't he? Down to 49. Has to think better of searching aggressively. I feel like acoR has to stay forward again. We discussed this previously earlier on within the half when they lost a player and the AWP needing to stay proactive, but he will just drop back and give up a lot of space. It looks like there's a huge gamble coming in from GamerLegion, rotating all of their pieces over towards B. And maybe push through. If the kills come in against the likes of Isaac and Kios, then maybe they just filter in towards the B site, but they definitely can't just sit here.
This is inspired. Kios is going to have a boost angle for Vinny's jiggle. Oh, it needed to be a kill.
AWP's pushing short.
acoR nails it. Takes down
Hightail it
felps.
towards A, boys. Take some space. I'd be screaming if I was Vinny.
But that's exactly what GamerLegion are expecting. 3 of them with their knives out. It's a race. 30 seconds, and they will have the setup in time. They're in the right place, Chad. GamerLegion calling upon acoR. He nails another. A double kill from the AWP. 2 frags in the first half. 12 here in the second. Decent can still disrupt. Kios on the close angle, covered by the smoke, safe from the spam. Vinny low HP, could be awkward, especially if acoR misses another shot. Now up to Kios. With Isaac's help, they've done enough. Henny not got anything here, a no scope. Last hope. Isaac will finish, and 2 more required for OT.
Oh, just holding on, aren't they? But that's a massive call to make and a number disadvantage. Hey, let's rotate all of our pieces towards B. Let's get a boost going. They're able to catch them off guard and then corral them, right? Get them to exactly where they want them, out-rotate them towards the site. It's just massive work from acoR.
It almost worked out better by the fact that the boost didn't get the kill because it gives them the information. There's 3B. The AWP short, there's no way he was boosting. There's 3B, get your ass to A, but that's exactly what GamerLegion wanted. Really cool. Mind Games, Counter-Strike, it's being played at a high level here in Copenhagen.
This is going to be a B go. Just smokes and flashes, but Tech9s can overrun. Is anybody playing anti-flash right now for GamerLegion? That's the biggest question. So Snax will probably be that piece. You can see him just spamming off towards connector. They're lining up the util. Here they go.
Poppy, Isaac, are you ready for this? This could be awkward if it's not. A nice double. Kios only gets 1. Isaac, he's got Snax to help him out. Does find Vinny. Henny slipping the net. Running out of bullets was Isaac. Finds himself an AK-47. This is still threatening. Decent on short. Snax on the bridge. And he does find the frag onto Decent, but not without the frag onto Vault. Losing him. Makes it all onto Henny. He's gone too. Snax stays strong with a triple. We will see the final round of regulation. GamerLegion, they are hanging on by their fingertips.
And the buy is going to work out nicely. Kios can purchase himself. Snax and acoR can both drop rifles. So it will be a full buy available for GamerLegion to defend their honor, to take this to overtime. But even the detail in the final kill just there, highlighted well there by the Obs team, the flash over from acoR, which tells you the comms are flowing in a pressure situation. acoR saying, I have a flash, Snax waiting for it, it comes through, and they close it down.
They want both pistols, and it's this close. Got to give Imperial the props for their performance here, but it could very well be wiped completely clean if GamerLegion can secure OT in this one.
Aggressive.
This would be crazy to throw in when you've got so much at stake.
These two love this push, and they haven't pulled it out yet.
Decent's been waiting for it. Kios dead, expecting a second. Decent! That's more than that. That's outstanding. He's taken them both down. A leg up in the round. Mission accomplished. A man advantage. Can Imperial close this?
Might be a little bit more cautious this time round. Last time the AWP showed its hand, they ran in towards a stack. felps next up to the plate. 2 to deal with towards long. They've heard him.
Oh, he can still find one. Nice work from Volt. Save Snax' hide, but here comes Vinny. Could punish them on the long side. Oh, beautiful turn of the flash. He will have vision ready for the fight on acoR. Quick headshot from the AWP. They are fighting tooth and nail. No way in Henny. What have you got for us?
acoR's already rotated back.
Yeah, good awareness.
Smoke for heaven, though.
It's dropped in. Doesn't mean anything now. Trying to hold this short cross or not. Catch the tail end of it. Perfect headshot into Henny. No way. What have you got? Nothing. No. GamerLegion force OT.
What a comeback. What a way back into this game. And acoR, 17 kills by the end of regulation, with only 2 of them being in that first half. Henny not looking happy, knowing they could have got this done in regulation. Hopefully he's not losing it. It looks... It doesn't look good.
No, body language is telling me Vinny's saying, yo, just we do this in OT.
He's normally quite hype, but you know, it can go the other way at times.
Yeah, acoR has really turned it on.
That's what you need from your AWP on the CT side.
You said it, right? I mean, you said that round 1 of their CT campaign. GamerLegion have managed to force it. Let's go. 12-12. First to 16.
If Imperial lose this round and Henny was losing his cool and not just firing up the team, if I'm Zach, I'm taking the timeout just to cool them down.
Yeah. Going for the 2-man boost. This is a jump spot. I don't think Decent's going to be able to... Ooh, if he does it again! Oh, Snax lucky to be alive there. That was 2 body shots instead of the head. Try and walk on this. They know acoR's likely looking. Hands his back. felps spots 1. Using this information to take gaps, take space. He knows it's likely there's no one here, so he'll just hoover up this information, hoover up this space. Covered though. Volt! Ooh, covered by acoR. Lucky to be alive.
So dynamic on the CT side, aren't they? The jigsaw puzzle just keeps on moving.
What's happening there? Isaac was moving towards the monster pipe. Yeah, thinks better of it. He's alone, unsupported for now.
It's always so scary playing that position, knowing they could do like the nose flash and pop through at any time. Jump spot. Decent. Does take down Isaac. So having success is Decent in the head-to-head in the last few, but last round, he put them in a 5-on-3 number advantage and they couldn't close. Now it's a 4-on-4 as Snax melts. They're coming in.
This is super uncomfortable now. Snax and kios would have to do something rather absurd, like catching Henny with his nade pulled. He lives. Covered by No Way. 1 back from acoR, this frustrating AWP. Keeps finding the frags. Good cover. acoR onto Decent in the meantime. A 2-on-2, and look at their health. With only 1 bullet left in the AWP, but here comes the frag onto Vinny. Good awareness. Volt makes it work. And Henny still with an opportunity. But margin for error doesn't exist. 4 HP. Can he isolate these two? If he takes down the head-to-head, if he fires a shot onto acoR, he's calling the bluff on the defuse, goes wide, and down goes Henny.
Oh! Keo's making some noise. The alligator able to snap shut, or unable to snap shut on round 13. Had an opportunity.
That was just the 2 of them. 5 frags between the 2 of them. It's acoR again, finding 3 frags. And yeah, maybe that timeout is necessary. We'll see this cover. That should have been a frag from felps, but of course acoR just so quick with it.
Look at his impact. acoR.
Bang.
Yeah, just hitting all of them now. Had a shaky tournament.
Nice Nice from Volt as well. Creeps up close to the angle. Going to be much harder for Henny to react to it. Knew what he was up against. Okay, first round of OT goes GamerLegion's way, so the momentum is fits firmly in their side of the court.
Staying dynamic with the setup, acoR back over towards B with the AWP. And at this moment, if you're Snax and acoR's starting to call his own peaks, call his own rounds, you'd love it.
Yeah.
Because he's feeling it. He's on a heater. I want to pick there, I want to pick there, I want to be... It makes it life so easy because the CT setups will just stay dynamic by the virtue of exactly that. Snax towards the tree, Volt to assist from the upper bathrooms. Henny's AWP trained and searching.
They've got everything covered.
Self-flash.
Snax is tested now, and oh, he's done a lot of damage. Combined with the Volt, they have nearly taken down the whole squad. Look at the damage inflicted. No way 3. felps 45.
Still difficult to end this round. 50 seconds and you don't really have any space. Take a look at the radar. What do Imperial have?
A dream. They have got Decent still alive. The man's been finding frags when no one else could.
Volt's heard that.
Yeah, that's
Kios is coming back up.
gonna get him ready. Refires it. Only the one. But there's akiOR activating. Good trade.
Great restraint.
Yeah, really nice. He's not going to overextend it. He can find one more, which he has. Okay, akiOR is here with a triple. Down goes Imperial and a perfect CT side so far.
Yeah, amazing restraint from akiOR there. He knew that there were more bodies available.
You can see him consider it.
Yeah, could have just swung immediately and taken the fight, but that would have given opportunities to Imperial. And you know, the fact that Henny's had AWPs in back-to-back rounds, in overtime, it means he won't be able to have it in all 3. So he's bought it twice. Now he's just relegated down to a Galil. That does suck.
What? That stat is crazy. acoR has 100% success in his opening duels. He's got 5-0 in opening duels. Even when he was having a tough half, he wasn't the first to give it up. But every time he's chosen to take one, he's converted.
Well, the momentum's definitely swung, hasn't it?
This GamerLegion's picked for a reason, but Imperial got off to such a flyer. And every single one of these rounds has kind of felt the same off the rip.
Well, that's the thing with this map. Your one option if you want to go fast is B.
Yeah,
you can't do a fast A. No one has ever been successful at doing a fast A in the history of Overpass.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Running a country mile just to get to the bomb site.
By the time you get to long and they've cleared out all of B. It's GG. Oh, another 6-0 from acoR.
You know what I think? They're trying to go back to that long execute they did previously that helped them get round number 12.
Oh my lord, he hit that through the wall. He's got felps. acoR racks him up. He's actually at the top of the scoreboard now. You talk about CT side AWPing on Overpass. acoR giving us a masterclass tonight. Good angle. Oh, better shot. Decent. He's very quick with it. acoR's going to punish him, but overpeaks into Henny. 3 versus 2. Snax on that close angle. He's safe from the Molotov, but he's going to clear him, and he's quick with it on the Galil, so now there's room to plant. Isaac on a fast flank. Vinny exposed and eliminated, so it's all onto Henny in the clutch. Yoz has already got on a cross by virtue of that smoke, so this could be a double peak or just the one. akiOR process of elimination and eliminating Imperial's hopes of finishing this one in 1 OT. For them, they've just got to try and force a second.
And I think that this should likely be done and dusted quite quickly now that a full buy gets to come out immediately from GamerLegion. Within the early stages of that first half, money was an issue as far as full buys went. They were still able to get that Galil's, but acoR's AWP, I think we saw it once, maybe twice at most within the first half of play. Now he can have everything he wants. It means that Snax can call with the full smorgasbord, right? I've got the utils for my connector control.
Right,
I'm actually able to go for all of my options and openings.
So this is where we get to just sit back and let's watch what GamerLegion do with a full belt.
Ooh.
Everything you desire.
It's not default either, right? They're not just going through standard map control. 4 players outside B immediately. So this is telling that they don't just want to go for that map control. They actually want to have a direct play over towards B.
Safe from the spam.
And he rotating over. 4 players grace the B bomb site for Imperial. Stack nades at the ready. Nobody playing wood. It's gonna be barrels.
Counter boost. So audible. Felps, we saw him. He's gonna get a freebie here. And Snax doesn't react immediately. Up short. Channeling him into the AWP from Henny. Misses his shot.
This is aim map now.
This is awkward. This is deathmatch. Isaac onto Vinny. 4 frags away from taking their map pick. Have you got anything left, Imperial? Such a strong start, but it could be a very quiet finish. acoR, another, taking down felps. Vinny and felps forced to watch through their fingers as this one slipping away. GamerLegion, stubborn here on Overpass. The boost, combined with Decent's find. Maybe there's something more. If he can find Kios, which he has, it's all onto him. He's had a hell of a map, 29 frags and counting. And he's just going to get double swung. GamerLegion will take it. Overpass is theirs. And Imperial, it felt like at times it was theirs for the taking, but GamerLegion showing resilience.
Just to build on that, Imperial were up 12-9 at one point in this game. The final round to get it done in regulation, they were in a 5v3 number advantage.